scary stories for the dark. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more chilling tales. I've always been drawn to antiques and old curiosities, so when I stumbled upon a dusty little shop tucked away in a forgotten corner of the city, I couldn't resist stepping inside. The shop was filled with all manner of strange and wonderful items, aged books, tarnished jewelry, and peculiar artifacts from bygone eras. But what caught my eye was a painting. It was a portrait of a woman, her expression hauntingly beautiful yet filled with sorrow. Her eyes seemed to follow me as I moved through the shop. The painting was framed in dark, ornate wood, and a small brass plaque at the bottom read Lady Evelina, 1823. I was captivated. The shopkeeper, an old man with a knowing glint in his eye, noticed my interest. "That painting has a history," he said. "They say Lady Evelina was a woman of great beauty and tragic fate. The portrait is said to be cursed." I laughed it off, thinking it was just a ploy to make a sale. But the painting called to me, and despite the shopkeeper's warnings, I bought it and brought it home. That night, I hung the painting in my living room. As I stood back to admire it, I felt a chill run down my spine. The room grew colder, and the lights flickered. Shaking off the unease, I went to bed, thinking it was just my imagination. Over the next few days, strange things began to happen. I would catch glimpses of shadows moving out of the corner of my eye, and the temperature in the room with the painting would drop inexplicably. At night, I would hear whispers, too faint to understand but filled with a sense of sorrow and desperation. One evening, as I was reading in my study, the whispers grew louder. I looked up and saw Lady Evelina's eyes staring at me from the painting, her expression more sorrowful than ever. The whispers became a chorus, and I could finally make out the words, "Help me. Free me." Terrified, I turned away, only to see the shadowy figure of a woman standing in the doorway. Her eyes were filled with tears, and she reached out to me, pleading, "Please, release me from this curse," she whispered. I was paralyzed with fear but managed to ask, "How?" "Find the locket," she said. "The one hidden in my room. It holds the key." Before I could respond, she vanished, and the whispers ceased. Determined to get to the bottom of the mystery, I began researching Lady Evelina's life. I discovered that she had been accused of witchcraft and executed, but not before she cursed those who wronged her. The locket she mentioned was rumored to contain a piece of her soul, trapped and seeking release. I returned to the antique shop, hoping the shopkeeper might know more. He was surprised to see me but reluctantly agreed to help. Together we searched through old records and found the location of Lady Evelina's former home, now a decrepit mansion on the outskirts of town. The mansion was a crumbling ruin, covered in ivy and forgotten by time. We made our way inside, navigating through dust and decay until we found what must have been Lady Evelina's room. It was a sad, neglected space with remnants of a lifelong past. We searched the room, and finally, in a hidden compartment of an old dresser, we found the locket. It was a delicate piece, intricately designed, and still held a faint warmth, as if it had been touched by life recently. As I held the locket, the room grew cold, and the ghostly figure of Lady Evelina appeared once more. "Thank you," she whispered. "You must destroy it to set me free." I hesitated, but the sincerity in her eyes gave me the strength I needed. I smashed the locket against the floor, and it shattered into pieces. A gust of cold wind swept through the room, and Lady Evelina's form dissolved into a soft light that faded away. The mansion grew silent, and a sense of peace settled over me. I returned home, feeling as if a great weight had been lifted. The painting of Lady Evelina was still there, but her expression had changed. She no longer looked sorrowful, but serene. The whispers ceased, and the strange occurrences stopped. Lady Evelina was free, and with her release the curse was broken. I kept the painting as a reminder of the experience, a testament to the power of compassion and the importance of listening to the voices of the past.